Have you ever wondered why the Caribbean, a region so geographically close, boasts such a diversity of currencies? Picture this. You're in the Caribbean, a tropical paradise dotted with over 7,000 islands, cays and reefs. The sun is shining, the waves are lapping at the shore, and you're ready to explore. But wait, you need money for that, and here's where things get interesting. The Caribbean, with its myriad of countries and territories, has an equally multifaceted currency landscape. It's a fascinating anomaly for a region that's so closely knit together, strung like a necklace of pearls across the turquoise sea. From the East Caribbean dollar to the Cuban peso, from the Bahamian dollar to the Haitian gourde, the Caribbean is a melting pot of currencies, each one telling its own unique story. You might think, well, that's a bit strange, isn't it? After all, the European Union, a conglomerate of 27 countries, has a single currency, the euro. Similarly, the United States, a vast nation stretching across 50 states, uses the US dollar. So why does the Caribbean, a region considerably smaller in comparison, have so many different currencies? To answer that, we need to delve into the annals of history. The Caribbean, with its strategic location and abundant resources, was a hotbed of colonization. European powers, namely the British, Spanish, French and Dutch, played a game of musical chairs with the islands. As they came and went, they left their monetary fingerprints behind, leading to the eclectic mix of currencies we see today. But it's not just a tale of colonial legacy. The currencies of the Caribbean also reflect the unique economic trajectories and political decisions of the individual nations. Some chose to retain their colonial currencies, others opted for monetary independence, while a few decided to band together and create a shared currency. Well, let's dive into the rich history of money in the Caribbean, and I promise you, it's a journey worth taking. Our journey begins with the earliest known currency in the Caribbean, the barter system. Now, bartering is as old as human civilization itself. In the Caribbean, indigenous tribes such as the Arawaks and the Caribs employed this simple yet effective system of trade. A fisherman might exchange his catch of the day for a basket of yams from a farmer. This system, based on mutual need and respect, ruled the roost for centuries. However, the arrival of European colonizers in the 15th century heralded a dramatic shift. The Spanish, French and English introduced their own currencies into the mix. Spanish doubloons, French livres and English pounds began to circulate alongside the traditional barter system. This clash of monetary systems was not just a matter of economics, but also a testament to the power dynamics of the time. The Spanish doubloon, for instance, was an influential currency. Made of gold and often associated with pirates and treasure, the doubloon was a symbol of Spain's vast wealth and influence. The English pound and French livre, too, held sway in their respective colonies. These European currencies had a profound impact on the Caribbean's monetary landscape. They didn't just replace the barter system, but also influenced the way people thought about trade and wealth. Currency became a marker of social status, a stark departure from the egalitarian principles of bartering. This European influence also led to the creation of unique, hybrid systems of currency in different parts of the Caribbean. In some areas, Spanish, English and French currencies circulated alongside indigenous forms of exchange. In others, new currencies were created that combined elements of European and indigenous systems. Just as the Caribbean was a melting pot of cultures, it also became a melting pot of currencies. The story of currency in the Caribbean is a fascinating tale of economic evolution, reflecting the region's rich and diverse history. Ahoy, mateys! Did you know the infamous pieces of 8 were widely used in the Caribbean during the age of piracy? Yes, indeed! The Spanish doubloons, often referred to as pieces of 8, were the currency of choice during this tumultuous era. These coins made their way across the ocean from Spain and soon became synonymous with the Caribbean, jingling in the pockets of pirates and honest merchants alike. These shiny gold and silver coins were not only valuable for their metal content, but also carried a hefty symbolic value. The pieces of 8, with their intricate designs and markings, were a tangible representation of the far-reaching Spanish Empire. They symbolized the wealth and power of a country that had laid claim to vast territories across the New World. These coins may be associated with pirates and treasure maps, but their influence stretched far beyond the high seas. As Caribbean nations gained independence, they started to establish their own unique currencies. The birth of these new currencies marked a significant step towards autonomy and national identity. They were no longer reliant on foreign currencies, but had their own, reflecting their unique cultural heritage and economic strength. Let's delve into the establishment of some of these unique currencies. The Jamaican dollar, for instance, came into existence in 1969, replacing the Jamaican pound. The Jamaican dollar's design and symbols are deeply rooted in the country's history and culture, featuring national heroes, native birds, and scenes depicting the beautiful Jamaican landscape. Moving southeast, we find ourselves in Barbados, where the Barbadian dollar holds sway. Introduced in 1973, the Barbadian dollar replaced the East Caribbean dollar. The currency features the proud national symbol of Barbados, the trident, as well as portraits of distinguished Barbadians who have made significant contributions to society. Further south, we come to Trinidad and Tobago, where the Trinidad and Tobago dollar is the official currency. Introduced in 1964, the currency replaced the British West Indies dollar. Each note showcases elements of Trinidad and Tobago's rich history, diverse culture, and unique wildlife. These currencies, along with others in the Caribbean, were not just a shift from foreign influence, but a testament to the growing independence and unique identities of these nations. They symbolize a break from colonial pasts and a stride towards self-determination. The introduction of these unique currencies also had a significant impact on the respective nations' economies. It allowed them to manage their own monetary policies, tailored to their specific needs and circumstances. They could control inflation, regulate exchange rates, and steer their economies towards sustainable growth and development. These currencies are more than just legal tender. They represent the identity and independence of these nations. They are physical embodiments of national pride, cultural heritage, and economic autonomy. They are a testament to the resilience and determination of the Caribbean people in their journey towards independence and self-determination. Today, one currency stands out in the Caribbean, the Eastern Caribbean dollar. This distinguished currency serves as the official legal tender in 8 of the 9 members of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, or OECS, comprising Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Eastern Caribbean dollar, often symbolized as EC dollar, was introduced in the mid-20th century, replacing the British West Indies dollar at par. This transition marked a significant step towards regional integration and economic cooperation among these island nations. But why share a currency, you might ask? Well, there are several benefits to this arrangement. For starters, having a common currency simplifies trade and economic transactions between these countries, eliminating the need for currency conversion and the associated costs. It also fosters a sense of unity and shared identity among the member states. Moreover, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, the institution that issues the Eastern Caribbean dollar, maintains a fixed exchange rate with the US dollar. This fixed rate has contributed to the stability of the EC dollar and has helped the region attract foreign investment, boosting economic growth. However, it's not all sunshine and sandy beaches. Sharing a currency also presents its own set of challenges. For instance, it requires a high degree of economic coordination and policy alignment among the member states. Any economic shocks or policy missteps in one country can potentially affect all the others. Despite these challenges, the Eastern Caribbean dollar has been a remarkable success story in the Caribbean, demonstrating the power of regional cooperation and shared economic vision. It's a tangible symbol of the resilience and unity of these island nations, each with their own unique history and culture, yet bound together by a common currency. Whether it's the Eastern Caribbean dollar or the individual currencies of each country, the diverse range of money in the Caribbean is a testament to its rich history and vibrant culture. The Caribbean is a region of vibrant cultures, beautiful landscapes, and a fascinating history of currency. This journey began with the simple barter system, influenced heavily by European colonizers. The Spanish real, or the pieces of 8, played a significant role in the region's monetary history. As the Caribbean nations began to assert their independence, they also sought to establish their unique currencies. This resulted in a diverse collection of banknotes and coins, each reflecting the nation's identity, heritage, and resilience. A prime example is the Eastern Caribbean dollar, a unified currency symbolizing the shared history and solidarity among 8 Caribbean territories. The evolution of Caribbean currency is in essence a mirror to the region's rich history, a tale of colonization, independence, and unity. So next time you're admiring a Caribbean banknote or coin, remember you're holding a piece of history in your hands.